9, 10, 11.
11? You've got 11 fingers.
News to me.
How many fingers do you think you have?
Can't have 11.
Never gamble with a subject in hypnosis. If you want to know what I mean by that, well, keep watching this video and find out. Hi guys, it's Turan here from Feel Good Hypnosis, and in this week's video we're doing some number amnesia. You've seen this guy before and he's a great subject. He's been a great subject in various other videos. I'll put some links in the link section above showing you some previous videos from this guy. In this video you'll see me just finishing off, and he's already back into sort of eye closed deep hypnosis as I'm removing the previous suggestion, and now I'm suggesting that when he wakes up the number 7 disappears. Notice how I do that in several ways, so I'm not just making one suggestion, but I'm saying the number between 6 and 8 has disappeared, the number 7 is just wiped out of your mind. That's 2 or 3 ways of implementing the same suggestion, so that whatever way he accepts it, he just needs to accept one of those many suggestions and the same effect applies. Amnesia is quite a powerful thing, to be able to forget something that you've known practically all of your life. From 3 or 4 years of age you've been able to count numbers, and going through school and all through your life you know how to count numbers, and it's not like I'm asking you to forget 1,001,267. It's a simple number that I'm asking you to forget. It's the number 7, and yet in hypnosis the unconscious mind just accepts that suggestion and it disappears. And I love this guy and the way he responds. People will respond differently, so don't panic if you do this skit and it doesn't run out the way you plan it or you see in this video, because everyone will be different. But I do love the reactions when this chap does it, because he gets to count, you know, right up to the last finger, and he goes 11, 11, and he's really puzzled by it. Some people just go, oh, 11 fingers, I've got 11 fingers. It's a matter of fact. But he's actually puzzled and confused. Now, notice at the beginning when I say, hold your hands up, and I'm sort of gesturing like this here, but he does it like this. So, again, no red flag there if he didn't follow your instructions completely. He's just probably so fixated with the thought and the suggestion and processing that he might not have seen that I held my hands up nice high in the air, which is good for the audience. But what he did was just as good. Notice also that, again, he may be running ahead of us in the suggestion, because he's sort of starting to curl his fingers up while I'm only trying to get him to start counting number 1. And one of the things I want to do for the good of the skit and for the good of the audience is to get him to count out loud. But I'm sort of 1, 2, trying to encourage him to count along, and he's so busy sort of moving his fingers and counting and curling his fingers up that he's not engaging with me right away. So sometimes you just need to prompt the person in front of you to do as you want them to do. You've got to calibrate and react and be improvisational. One thing I always say about hypnosis, and especially street hypnosis, well, it doesn't matter whether street hypnosis or therapeutic work, either way it always has to be improvisational, because you never know what's going to go on, you never know how someone's going to react, and you have to be there in that moment. Notice how when he gets to the number 11 he goes, I says, you got 11 fingers? And he goes, it appears that way, doesn't it? So he really is engaging and following along with that suggestion. It's a beautiful skit. I go through, you know, counting the numbers, and even do the little Disney part of this regular skit. If you've seen this skit before in other videos, you know, I always say, well, Snow White and how many dwarfs? And he goes 8 or 6, you know. He just, that number 7 just doesn't exist, even though his brain's going to that sort of slot inside his mind. Now, when I ask them to count, I sort of get my wallet out and say, I'll give you £5 if you can tell me what 5 and 2 is. Now, you need to be very, very, very sure that the chap is in hypnosis. And again, I said, because of other videos before this video, he was really engaged and really positively in hypnosis. I have that confidence to, you know, get my wallet out. If you're new to hypnosis and you're just not too sure if these are being accepted, then don't get your wallet out. You could lose some money. But I get my wallet out, bring out £5 and then a £10, and offer him the money if he can just say what 5 and 2 is. And of course he doesn't do it. So again, that's what I meant by, you know, not betting on on hypnosis. Never bet with your subjects. But this was a bit of fun, bit of light entertainment, and it's a great one for the audience. When the audience sees the wallet coming out, they're practically screaming, for God's sake, man, say the number 7 and you'll win the money. So it's a nice little added bonus to add into your skits when you're doing that sort of skit. Anyway, hope you really enjoy this video. If you do, make sure you leave a comment in the comment section below telling us all about it. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you give it a like. If you have any comments about anything about hypnosis, I want to hear about them so I can make more videos directed at your comments and suggestions. Don't forget, click the big red subscribe button and click the little bell notification right next to it so you get notified every time a new video comes out from Feel Good Hypnosis. The more people subscribe, the more people like these videos, the more I'll keep making them just for you. So, in the meantime, let's watch the video. In a minute, I'm going to count from 1 to 3. On the count of 3, you will no longer feel thirsty. You will no longer feel thirsty, and you will remember where your mouth is. But just as quickly as you remember where your mouth is, the number 7 is just erased from your mind. The number 7 just is erased from your mind. You'll know how to count like you've always counted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's how you count. And that's how you've always counted. Nod your head that you understand. You will not remember that little number between 6 and 8 is just wiped from your mind. 1, 2, 3, open your eyes. How's it going? Feeling better?
Aye, sweet.
Good stuff, good stuff. Let's play a little game. Hold your hands up like this here. Just for fun, we're going to count out loud. 1. 1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. 11.
11? You've got 11 fingers.
News to me.
How many fingers do you think you have?
I have 11.
Apparently you have 11. Let's just double check. Let's count one hand. 1,
2, 3, 4, 5.
5. Out loud now, make sure everybody can hear. So there's 5 fingers in that hand. Count on this hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 and 5 is
11.
5 and 5 is
11.
What's 5 and 5?
10.
10. That's what I thought. You're saying 11 there. 5 and 5 is 10. So you get 5 fingers in that hand, 5 fingers in that hand. So we're back to normal. Let's count. 1, 2, 3. Out loud now.
4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11.
11 fingers. Does anybody think that's a bit strange? No. Let's count down. Let's count down. So we've got 10 fingers, you say. So 10.
9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
0. Suppose by the time you get to this finger, you've got 0 fingers left to count. Maybe that's the way it works. You seem confused. Let's do some maths. 2 and 2.
4.
4. 4 and 4.
8.
8. We're back on track here. What's 5 and 2? Do you know what? Sometimes you need a bit of an incentive. So let's play up like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. But we're going to say Who Wants to Have a Fiver. For £5, what's 5 and 2?
8.
I'm not too sure that's right, but maybe he needs a bit more motivation. 5 and 2. One chance to get it right. 5 and 2. You don't. Money's back in the wallet. Money's back in the wallet. Yeah, you had your chance. You had your chance. What about movie quizzes? Do you know any Disney movies? What's that movie? Snow White and How Many Dwarfs? 8. Guys, anybody?
8 or 6.
Maybe it's 8, maybe it's 6. It's hard to know. It's hard to remember. It's all those names, Dopey and Grumpy and Sleepy, and it's hard to remember, isn't it?
Really? Yeah.
Sleep now. Way down. Deeper, deeper, deeper relaxed.